10 years ago, a 4-year-old boy discovered a dinosaur while fossil hunting with his father in Mansfield. The all-new children's book, Wylie Finds a Dinosaur, shares the true story of Wylie Bryce and what happened next. Wylie Finds a Dinosaur author Tim Bryce and his son Wylie join us to talk about this heartwarming book. So lovely to meet both of you.
You as well. Thank you for having us today.
And someone very famous, by the way, Wylie, which is so cool. Tim, let's start with you. This is a true story.
It is. Amazingly, it's all true from start to finish. They are still working on it, so there's still more to come maybe.
Wow.
But,
still working on the fossil.
Still working on the fossil and trying to figure out the name.
Wow.
But we didn't expect to find a dinosaur that day. In fact, the bones that he found we thought were maybe from a plesiosaur, which is this creature here. Which would have made sense for that marine setting, but it turned out different.
So Wylie, you have since been recognized as the youngest person to discover an unknown dinosaur species?
Yes.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's still pretty hard for me to believe, but it is true. And the dinosaur is currently at SMU being cleaned and studied for further research.
Is it difficult to have such a huge accomplishment at 4 years old?
Yeah, I peaked too early.
I know, the biggest thing happened. That's so fun. Tim, why did you want to share the story of Wylie's discovery in a beautiful book?
I wanted to get children to realize that other children out there are sometimes the ones finding amazing things that might end up in a museum someday.
Wow.
You know, I think every child probably wants to find a dinosaur, and you'll never find anything unless you get out there and look.
Yes.
So it's to try to get them outside looking.
And Wylie, will you tell me more about that day and your memories and kind of what happened next after this discovery?
The day of the find, we had been looking for shark teeth and marine fossils on a construction site.
Okay.
And I had gotten bored with looking in the same area over and over again.
Was he taking too much time?
Yes, he was pretty slow. So I had moved over to the other side of the hill and just happened to come across the fossil sticking out.
And then what happened next, like after you make this epic find?
After that, a group of professional paleontologists came out and looked at it to see if it was worth studying and taking out.
Wow, that's so neat. Will you tell me briefly about your day job?
Sure.
Because you kind of do this now for a living.
I do. I work for the Perot Museum of Nature and Science in Dallas.
Okay.
And I work with a community engagement collections manager is my title.
Wow.
I work with things like this, taking them out into the community and talking with people and letting them touch them, see them up close. You know, we try to inspire minds with nature and science. That's what we try to do here.
That's so fun. Wylie, I'm curious, what do you think of the book? And did your dad do a good job?
Yes, I'd say he did pretty good. I think it's a great book. The illustrator, Ann Huey, also did really good on it. And all of the artwork for the book. Aside from that, I think the message that it has is very important and relevant to the kids of this day and age, especially since everyone is pretty much always online, always on their electronics, and never really going outside and exploring like they used to.
And is that the message that you hope that young readers take apart from this, is just to get out there and get dirty?
It definitely is. I had hoped to inspire kids to get back outside, exploring with their families, finding these cool things around them. You know, I want them to dream big, and I want them to, you know, hopefully we're fostering curiosity and a love for nature, if nothing else.
Wow.
So.
You two are so lovely. And we all have the chance to meet you. You do book signings and events.
We do.
How fun. And do you all still search for fossils? Like, would you still be looking for things after you find a dinosaur?
Yeah, I mean, there's always another dinosaur to find, or something else really cool, like mosasaurs. We just collected these bones the other day from the North Sulphur River. These are all things that kids can find here in this area. You may not always find a dinosaur, but so there are always things out there to still find.
Well, you all have inspired me to get outside. Thank you both so much, and congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
And congratulations on finding a dinosaur.
Thank you.
So fun. Wylie Finds a Dinosaur can be purchased on Amazon.com or wherever books are sold.